Hi everybody, and welcome to the Oral's Marvel Champions playthrough, where we play through the various scenarios of Marvel Champions, using a variety of the heroes, using a variety of aspects. And so today we're going to play Iceman in the aggression aspect against Dark Beast as we continue our Age of Apocalypse playthrough. If you enjoy these videos, please do remember to like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below if you have any things that you would like to see. And in the meantime, we will start, as we always do, with building the deck. So, somebody has to be aggression. I guess it's going to be Iceman. He comes with aggression, so let's see if we can build him a decent aggression deck, unlike the one that he comes with. So, with Iceman, it's tricky. I mean, I've mostly played him in protection. We built him a protection deck and have enjoyed that a lot. He likes to ready. Protection likes to ready. It's a nice match. Also, it lets you take advantage of the reduced attack with his defense, and he can be a very defensive hero. He's pretty effective at it with his 2 defense plus the frostbite. You combine that with readies, so you're getting frostbites out there on the regular, and it's a lot of fun. But, well, for one thing, I wanted to test out magic in protection, and I wanted to try out Bishop in something other than aggression. I use him aggression normally, so that means it fell to Iceman to have to take on aggression. And in a perfect world, aggression would have this attack ready thing going on where you could boost your attack and ready a bunch. But really, the only thing we've got for that is surprise move, which could help us ready after killing a minion. Other than that, there's not really much we can do. So my thought is, why don't we kind of lean into not playing with events? That way we can try and winnow our deck down to primarily ice stuff. So my thought is to use a few cool allies and see what we can do. So Psylocke will let us get out some Confuses. Confuses will be helpful in maintaining our whatever you call it. Shark Girl is pretty decent and she's cheap. And one other thing that we want here is some cheap allies, because our hope is that we can use allies to ready, and that with Utopia. So we're going to also grab Professor X here. My only concern really is that none of these allies stick around very long. And it might be nicer to have some allies that stick around longer as we're trying to thin the deck, but we won't worry too much about that. We'll pull in a Utopia, and that'll be very useful for us. You know what? Let's pull in Danger Room and we'll do some training and let that work in our favor as well. On the upgrade side, we certainly want X-Gene. Oh, I forgot. I believe it's a support. Is team building exercise? Team building exercise, for sure. I don't know how often we're going to flip alter ego, so I'm not going to grab Moira. Although she's certainly a possibility. X-Mansion's an interesting possibility. We can do a lot of reshuffling of cards into our deck. Crew Quarters is just cheap, so I'm just going to toss it in. Because it's cheap, it's easy to play, get it out of our deck. Some other cards we can get out of our deck. Superpower Training, which will help us get our stuff out. And Build Support. How about resources? We still want those. Energy, Genius, and Strength. I'm not going to try power on all of us. We're not violating our allies, so that's 4 allies. He has 2 in his deck, that's 6. We're not going to include any extra allies, even though there's all those cool cheap allies, or even decent expensive ones. But we'll kind of let it go aggression on that. The other thing I was thinking was perhaps we want to include some other upgrades. So he does have a good number of, not a small number of superpowers, but he doesn't have that many, I guess. I don't know. He's got enough superpowers. Deft focus is probably overkill in the resource generation side, but who could accuse me of going overboard on resource generation? Would you? Would you, faithful viewer? We'll throw in endurance because it's always nice to be able to have that heal and extra hit points. Then on the aggression side, I was thinking we could throw in some what's it called? Training, attack training? That's the one. Attack training. That'll let our allies survive longer. And then since we have attack training, you know what? We're just gonna do all 3 copies of that. And we'll throw in some mutant education. Why not? You know what? Let's just go whole hog here. Grab X Mansion. And I was thinking game time. That way we can use our allies even more. And then finally on the aggression side, how about boot camp? It's always good. And it seems like we're going to get a lot of use out of our allies, so let's throw in a war room. That'll maybe help us to thwart some. Let's just hit any scheme with it too. The fact is we do not have a lot of need for extra resources here. And he doesn't have a lot of attacking type things to do, so not sure what else we might want. Combat training is good. We didn't run any cheap attack events, so we only have his own. We could fluid motion for a little extra attack. Let's just see where we're at card count wise. If we include all of these cards, yeah, look at that, we're already over 25. We would like to take out a couple cards because we want more ice. I'm going to just take out this. Well, I'm going to take out X Mansion actually, and both mutant educations, and throw in finally 1 extra card that's not any of those things. We have one more like ally-ish supporter upgrade, friendly card we can use that would be fun with those. We could just toss in like Battle Fury or something. That's only after our hero attacks and defeats though. How about the direct approach? That's a fun card that I'm sure doesn't get used enough. There we go. 25 cards. So that'll be our aggression deck for good old Bobby the Iceman. Will this work? Search me. But that's what we got. Alright. Now over here we have Dark Beast. Dark Beast has these 3 potential what do you call it? Modular sets. And he gets one of them, so we're gonna roll for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Savage Land it is. Alrighty, he has Retaliate 1. That's beautiful. That's brilliant thing for him to have when we are playing a ally heavy deck. I love it. Yeah, well, how about it? Hey, Sunfire. We can spend an extra energy resource and kill those goggles. That's great. I would love to do that. Yes, I'm quite happy to. So if we did 2 for Sunfire plus an energy resource, we could play either War Room or Crew Quarters. I lean towards War Room for that. And on the one hand, you know, I could go a different direction with this, but I kind of like the idea of just this getting us started, not burning through too much of our deck to start with, because this is going to burn through a lot of our cards anyways. let's just draw what we draw. I don't need to spend more build cards as resources. I would like to be able to get some of them in my hand. And this is a great opening, so we'll keep it. Alright, we're going to flip up to Iceman. We're going to spend 2 to play Sunfire as a response. After I play Sunfire, spend an energy, choose an attachment, and discard it. We do not have to exhaust our hero for it. We'll get out War Room, which will let us do some thwarting. We'll deal 2 damage and Frostbite. And then Sunfire gets to do 2 damage also. I'm not sure where to put these cards. Let's put them here in the middle. Alright. 5 card hand. Let's go. Oh look, attack training. Chill out. 1 threat. Dark Beast is attacking me for 2 plus a boost. Forced interrupt. When he attacks me, we resolve this special ability. Oh, he didn't attack. He removed a threat. There. I forgot about the retaliate. Discard the top 3 cards. 1. No! No! Oh, that was painful. It was very painful. Why do I have double game time in my hand instead of those cards? Alright, he's attacking me for 1 plus a boost. I can just take that. That's fine. What is it? It's a 2 boost. 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And Frostbite detaches. Single encounter card. If the Savage Land is in play, resolve its special ability and take 1 indirect damage for each resource icon on the discarded cards. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 per, and there goes my superpower training. That is the 2 build cards I wanted and the card I wanted to get them with. That is painfully bad. So. Pretty straightforward to drop an attack training on Sunfire. And go Alter Ego and play X-Gene. Punch him before I go. He won't be able to hit me too hard. Sure, seems fine. Let's do it. We're going to drop an attack training on Sunfire. We're going to punch him. He has Retaliate 1. I forgot that last turn. And a Frostbite. I'm going to exhaust Sunfire to thwart 1. Then I will game time, which readies him and heals him 1. And I'm not going to bother to do any more with that. Then we're going to play X-Gene. Because I need some build. I also need to get through my deck. But that should be pretty straightforward. Okay, we're going to put Sunfire a little over here. 1 threat. This only happens when he attacks me, so it's not going to go off right now. So he just schemes for 3. And I get a single encounter card. It's a giant ape. Cool, that'll let me discard some more cards from my deck. When I defeat it, which is going to be really straightforward. Alright, we've got 3 for Professor X and 2 for Utopia. That's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip to hero form. 1, 2, 3 gets Professor X out, which is able to confuse Dark Beast. I played Utopia first, then I can exhaust Utopia to ready me. I'm going to punch this guy for 2. Sunfire is going to punch him for 3. He's defeated. Professor X. Oh, I defeated him, so that means I can remove threat. Professor X can thwart for 3. Boom. This Frostbite is not on him anymore. I used it when he schemed. That's why he schemed for -1. Alrighty. 5 cards again. Looking good. Dark Beast attacks me when he... Oh, sorry. First, when defeated, I was supposed to discard the top 3 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3. Now he attacks me, and that's an interrupt. When he attacks me, discard the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Professor X defense. And takes all 3 of that damage. So much damage. Alright, I got a single encounter card. It is a Velociraptor. When it attacks me, discard the top card of my deck. He gets +1 attack for each card discarded this way. Okay. Or each restart side card, sorry. So he hits me for 2. Good job. Good job, buddy. You hit me for 2. Alright, Sunfire has 4 hit points, so he's doing pretty good. My thought is we'll bring Dark Beast down a bit. My only question is, do I play... I feel like I play Combat Training and Shark Girl. That just seems pretty strong. I kind of want to get rid of this. I think he'll actually be a little easier in the next stage. 1, 2, 3. Take a damage. Frostbite. Sunfire punches this guy for 3. War Room removes threat from scheme. It's Shark Girl, which readies me. Punch him again. 1, 2, 3. Take a damage. Frostbite. And then Shark Girl is a solid 4 damage. Actually, no. If I save her for next turn, I can hit him for 5. For each upgrade. I'm going to put another Frostbite on him next turn. Because I'm going to go Alter Ego. And since he's confused, he won't be able to scheme. And he'll have a bunch of Frostbites on him. Also, after I change this form, I get to shuffle an ice card from my discard pile into my deck for each copy of Frostbite. So 2 ice cards. Now, unfortunately, neither of those cards are ice. But I can pull some other ice cards. Grab a snow clone. That'd be pretty strong. I don't think I particularly want Ice Slide. I could Arctic Attack. I was thinking Frozen Solid. This is just going to let us build up a lot of those. I'm not really going to need to scheme. Unless I kind of don't want to shuffle any more back in my deck. Let's grab an Ice Clone and Frozen Solid. No, Frozen Solid is not an event. I want an event. Because we can play an event for cheap. We're going to grab Chill Out. Just in case we need to thwart. Seems good. Seems good. Also, I'm probably going to want to recover. Looking at my health. Okay. 1 threat. Dark Beast is confused. Nothing happens. A single encounter card. It's a Pterosaur. Resolve the special ability. 1, 2, 3. That's only 1 because that's all we had. 1 more encounter card. Targeted for extermination. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to confuse us. Okay, cool. That was not too bad. All in all. So our main issue is just how we deal with everything. So Some fire attacks for 3, which is not quite enough to kill this guy. I think we can X Gene to chill out, and that'll be pretty good. Defeats this, confuses me, and attaches Frostbite to an enemy, which is great. Then I think we drop in a snow clone. Which readies me. Keep my other snow clone. There we go. Drop in a snow clone, that readies me. So I think we're going to let Sunfire finish himself off for 3 damage on that pterosaur. And then I guess the snow clone will hit it for 2. Then I'm gonna attack him. Puts another frostbite. Well, he's not hitting me this turn. And I take a retaliate. And then Shark Girl can attack him. So she does 5, 6, which is enough to defeat him. Boom. Reveal a random set-aside environment. And shuffle the rest of its encounter set into the encounter deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get Genosha. That's discarded. And he's now steady. He has 3 scheme and 22 hit points. Also, I had an ally defeat a thing, so remove a threat. Now, she defeated him, so she doesn't take retaliate. She does take that. Regardless, I mean, he didn't even have retaliate once he was defeated, so that doesn't matter. But, yeah. All worked out pretty nicely, I would say. Draw 4 more cards. Okay. 1 threat on that main scheme. Dark Beast is attacking me. I take it. That's 4. Well, that's how much minus attack he had. So that's a 0 damage attack. Good job. Oh, hold on. He did place threat on the main scheme. Attached to my identity. I have to go to alter ego and put a threat on the main scheme to get rid of that. That's not ideal. I would rather not do that. So the problem is, hold on, let's see. If I played Def Focus, then I could play Ice Blast for 1, which would, you know, do a Frostbite, deal 3 damage. I can do a Frostbite and deal 3 damage. He doesn't have Retaliate anymore, so it doesn't hurt every time I punch him. That's a benefit. Yeah, I'm thinking we just punch him. Frostbite him. Spend 2. Get out a Snow Clone. Spend 1. Get out a Def Focus. Utopia readies me. I punch him again. That's another Frostbite. Shark Girl punches him for 4. And each of my Snow Clones can punch him for 2. And since he has a Frostbite, they take 1 less consequential, and they're doing just fine. Unfortunately, every Genosha minion has Quick Strike. That could be annoying. But that looks great. 1 threat. He attacks me, so 1 threat. We're just going to try and win before this happens. He attacks me for -2. That's 2 damage. And we get our Frostbites back. Single encounter card. he engages me. I take 2 damage, and we add 1 threat. He doesn't have anything special. I can get quite a bit of damage out here, I think. So I can do 3. Snow Clone can do 3. Just trying to see if there's anything. So that's, I can do 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 damage. That's enough to kill him. So that's a win. 1, 2, 3. Put attack training on this guy. 1, 2. Punch this guy. For 3. Oh, he takes the consequential for that. But then, game time, I can ready him and he heals it. And then he can punch Dark Beast for 3 and win the game. Yay! Couldn't quite kill the Unibeast. Unibike. Whatever it's called. But hey, I have team building exercise. Well, there we go. That's aggression doing what aggression does, which is to say, win the game very fast and don't let the villain do anything. No need to set up. When you can dish out easily 9, 20 damage and 22 damage in 2 turns. Those attack trainings on the allies worked great. So, yeah, cool. I didn't expect that deck to really work hardly, if I'm honest, but I guess it was fine. I think, obviously, it has way more upgrades and things than it needs to have, but it would have been nice if I'd gotten Cryokinetic Perception out, so that I could be readying all the time when I draw ice cards, which I think I would do quite a lot of, because a lot of this deck can get out on the table. This is the card that Iceman would like to be able to have. But that's alright. Worked out great. Bit of confusion. I was confused by at the end of the game and not able to do much about it, but that was fine. So, yeah, fun times. I like Dark Beast. He's a quick early favorite from the box. Quick favorite. I enjoy playing him. He's a little vanilla, a little simple, and I just occasionally like to have a little bit of a simple villain that's not doing too much crazy stuff. The environments aren't overly complicated. Obviously, this would have been a very hard game if you'd started with Genosha instead of with Retaliate, but Retaliate was an interesting challenge for this deck as well. And Blue Moon would have been its own kind of challenge, taking consistent damage and having to kill minions, but I mean, that would have been really pretty easy, other than the fact that I wouldn't have won the game that turn. So, yep, good times. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Pretty quick game, because it's aggression, I guess. And next time, we will take on Ensabonur with Nightcrawler in protection. So, I'll see you then, hopefully, and catch you next week.